What's your name?
I am Mary Jo Kirimia, and I am the residency manager for Crosstown Arts and a local artist.
Tell me something about Crosstown. Why should we be here other than what we see?
Oh, this is an amazing place. There are always wonderful things happening here. It's probably the most photographed space in the city, and there is so much creative energy here. It's just an inspiration to be here all the time. I'm grateful to work here and to live in Memphis right now when the art scene is really on the upswing. It's exciting.
What can you tell some artists about what you all offer?
We offer
For
all
artists.
kinds of things. As the residency manager, of course, that's my pet project. So we offer residencies to local and non-local artists, anywhere from 3 weeks to we have one residency that is 10 months long that is prioritized for locals, and we have 3-month residencies. Applications are open from May 15th to July 15th every year for all of the residencies the following year. We provide a private studio space, a live space for artists from out of town, free access to shared art making while in residency, and we give residents food to feed themselves while they're here.
Tell me your favorite thing to do in the city. What keeps you fun? What keeps you enjoying?
Oh, my biggest thing right now, honestly, is going to the green room at Crosstown Arts. I feel really privileged to be able to be here and be near this thing, but there is so much amazing music coming through that space all the time, and it's everything you can imagine, and lots of different levels, from folks that are just starting out to folks that are, we hosted a Grammy-winning artist just yesterday.
Handle that. If you want to, you can send me off with a kiss and a wave and tell me to come down across town.
Come down to Crosstown.
Welcome to the 9.
Welcome to the 9. We want you here.
How are you feeling today?
Feeling great.
What brought you out today?
I'm here doing my residency at Crosstown Arts, so I was on my way to my studio, passing through the galleries here at Crosstown Concourse. My name is John Rash.
You're in Memphis, Tennessee, Mr. Rash. Tell me why.
I'm here in Memphis doing a 3-month residency as part of the Crosstown Arts residency program. I've been here since February 1st. I'm a filmmaker, so I'm using my studio here to film interviews with folks here in Memphis who have been involved in the DIY punk and hardcore music community over the past 4 decades.
Can you tell me a little more about the punk and the rock?
Sure. Well, you know, punk rock has a long legacy, but I'm mostly interested in the southern states and what that legacy means. So I started the Southern Punk Archive as a way to research what punk means in the South, and all of the materials that I'm filming and gathering actually will go back to the University of Mississippi Library, Archives and Special Collections, and the Center for the Study of Southern Culture. So what I'm interested in is folks who were involved in alternative music venues, DIY spaces, house shows, doing things pretty much under the commercial level and just for the love of the community and the music.
What is punk to you?
Oh man, that is a big question. What is punk to me? Punk is a family. Punk is education. Punk is a lifestyle. A lot of people classify it as a style of music or a genre of music, and I guess there are sonic elements that would make something punk or not punk, but to me it's more about the lifestyle and sort of this inspiration of doing it yourself and questioning authority, questioning the powers that be, looking for how society oppresses people who have traditionally maybe been marginalized or oppressed, and looking for ways to fight back against that, and using music as a tool to communicate those ideas and also to inspire people in your community to come together and rally around those ideas to make social change.
We love a rebel.
I hope so. I mean, I think that, you know, in the past couple of decades, punk has become a more commercially viable style of music for some people to play. So there's music that you hear on the radio or, you know, on the internet that might sound like punk has traditionally sounded, but doesn't carry those messages because it's bands who realize that it might be a way to be financially successful. But to me, it's still about that core message and the values that go back to the roots of hardcore. And what I'm interested in Memphis is also a very political city with a rich history of that type of rebellion. I mean, all the way back to the sanitation workers strike and what's going on here in town right now with Starbucks workers trying to unionize. So that's punk rock, right? And punk rock tries to support those people, even if they're not into that music community. We recognize that struggle and hope to encourage people to give them solidarity in their fight against those powers that are oppressing them. Okay, sure. So we're at Southern Punk Archive. If you want to follow the punk stuff, if you want to see my personal work, I'm at the John Rash. I also have a website, johnrash.com. Just me being me.
But you want to
Just do this.
Gotcha.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
it was
you.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you too. Have a good day.
You too. Be safe.
So you are like a filmmaker? Kind of?
What's your name?
My name is Joanna Moscoso.
And what are you doing at Crosstown today?
Well, I work here at the Crosstown Arts residency. I'm a coordinator there. I am also an artist. I'm a multidisciplinary artist. I work in different mediums such as video, performance, textile, sculpture, and installation. Well, since I'm originally from Bogota, Colombia, and art has been something that I grew up with. I had ADD, so it was a way it was the only thing that I can focus for longer. So then sculpture became something that I did by my own, and then my aunts used to make uniforms for the summers in Bogota, and I helped them. So then I started art school, and it was easy to get in that area as well. I love Memphis. I mean, I haven't been too long. I started here on the fall of 2019. I moved to Memphis because I had this job opportunity, and I really like and respect Crosstown Arts, where I work. And it is a great city to be an artist because it's more affordable to do different things and to have a larger studio, or own your own studio. The art scene also, the community is very close, and there is opportunities, and it has been great. Unfortunately, the beginning of 2020 was when the pandemic started, so I'm still getting familiar with the city as well. But I think it's a city that has a lot of potential, and it has a lot of good opportunities for artists. You know, there's various organizations that help artists and give opportunities. Of course, there's a lot of room of improvement. Yeah, like Memphis, and the weather, you know, it's just growing and getting better, and hopefully the economic situation goes better for all the communities, and there's more opportunities for jobs, for transportation. But Memphis is a great city. I love it. But oh my God, I love the Shelby Farms. It's like a big natural park here. I really like it. It's pretty. It has like a dog park. It has walking. It has different things. I mean, I love going to the arts exhibitions a lot. Dancing is fun in the Rumba Room.
You said the Rumba Room?
The Rumba Room,
So you said
yeah.
you like a little salsa, huh?
Salsa, merengue. Yeah, I also incorporate those kind of dancings because I grew up with that in Colombia, so that's fun. Most of all, a lot of people, it's very fun. You know, I just get connected, and I meet the wonderful people here. It's really fun. The art bar is super fun.
Which?
I can do a little dance with you.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do that.
Well, with you.
With me? Okay.
Yeah.
We can move this chair out the way. Got it directly.
I'm sure you have such a good swing. Okay. So we can do easy like this. Just put the hands.
Okay.
And then I do like this, so that thing come here.
This good?
This fit.
Go back?
You're gonna follow it. You're in my mirror, yeah.
Okay.
And then center. Ooh, bottom. Would you want it here?
That's fine. And just tell us farewell and goodbye.
Thank you so much for the interview and interviewing all these creators. Very excited. You're a great dancer, right?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
What's your name?
My name is Pippi.
Pippi?
Yes.
Come on, tell me something about you, Pippi.
I am a student here at Crosstown High, and I'm going to college next year for fashion design at the University of Memphis. I've always loved fashion ever since I was younger, and I've been sewing for a really long time, and it's just something that I can see myself doing for the rest of my life.
In fashion.
I really just sew things that I would want to wear, and then sometimes I sew things for my friends. There's not really a specific niche that I have as of now. Hopefully I will have my own business someday, my own label, and I can make sustainable clothing for a wide range of people.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
And tell me,
I go to Crosstown High, and it's a project-based learning school. So what that means is we focus a lot on personal interest, and I, over my 4 years that I've been in high school, have been able to really get into the things that I'm interested in. So I've been able to have a lot of opportunities, and I'm very thankful for that because I know what I want to do, and I'm passionate. I'm allowed to work on the things that I'm passionate about, and work in the community, gain experiences. It's nice.
tell me about growing up in Memphis.
I actually didn't grow up in Memphis. I was born in Memphis, and then I lived in Arkansas until I was about 11. So I moved back here around, right before middle school, and I love Memphis. It's great. I could see myself living here for the rest of my life.
Tell me some things you do for fun in the city, if any.
I like to just hang out with my friends, go out to eat, hang out around in our houses at Overton Park. We love to go to the park and just sit in the sun. Right now, I am making my prom dress. Our prom is in about a month, so I'm designing my dress and I'm currently sewing the bodice. Sure thing. So my Instagram is called Juepippi. It's Juepippi, and that's pretty much all I have. Just here?
I can get your mask from me. Thank you. Welcome to the check, Queasy.
Yo, so thanks for having me, man.
Tell me something about your dude.
Man, so my name is Marquez Killian, but people know me as Queasy. I'm a visual artist, actually. I do paintings and also graphic design, like digital art things. I've been doing it for about 10 years through Las Vegas and Los Angeles. So, I mainly work in those two cities, but, I'm from Memphis, so, it's my home, so I work here too.
Tell me about growing up in Memphis.
Growing up in Memphis, man, I'm from Hurt Village Projects, Smoky City, so you already know. That's where most of my family is from. And growing up in Memphis, it was pretty unique, I would say, because my life, was I was a kid in the projects, and then my mom moved me to Midtown when I was 12, and then I picked up skateboarding. So so I was skateboarding for a long time, and that's where I kind of just found myself skating and art and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's just unique, growing up in Memphis. I feel like the way I stay above ground is I just offer my services to the community in a way where I like to paint with kids, and I like to help other artists kind of just put their work out there, promote their work type thing. So, it's type of doing an art advisory thing where I just advise other artists and kids on, how to really do things and how to market themselves and how to create freely, So yeah, that's basically how I do it now. I'm 27 now, so, right. So what I want to share with the world right now, like in this very moment right now, is freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like the expression of freedom, expression of just like expressing yourself. Because I feel like, you know, there's a lot of things that, you know, kind of separates us when it comes to certain like freedoms, like, you know, how many followers you got, or how many people, you know, fuck with you or something like that. So it really doesn't matter about that anymore. Like what matters is what service that you offer to the world, and you be a servant of the world. So, you know, as me, I just want to be a servant of the world, you know, and like just spread my creativity any way I can. You know what I mean? Help. Live in abundance and live freely. Live in simplicity and abundance. That's my formula of life. So I encourage everybody else to live in that way too. So yeah, you can find me at Killian Marquez on Instagram, or you can just like, you know, Google Marquez Killian, and you know, that's where you can find me, or hashtag Killian Art. So yeah. So we do a podcast. We've been doing it out in Las Vegas for the past 2 years, but right now we're back in Memphis doing it. So it's called Love Radio. The abbreviations is Life on Violent Earth. So the reason why we call it that is because a lot of things have been in the name of love, as far as war, conflict, you know, the things like that. So it's more of a news podcast where we just like, you know, shine a light on things that, you know, needs a light that be shined on. So, you know, Love Radio. You can find it anywhere, like Spotify, Apple, you know, Anchor. So I encourage you to go listen. You know, we've been doing it for about 3 years now, and maybe we can find some encouragement in it. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's rap.
Dude, I like that.
Feeling pretty good. So my name is Charles Seaton. I'm the publishing support coordinator here at Crosstown Arts. And my job here is to help local artists collect the royalties from their music, whether it be from the past, present, or setting them up to collect in the future. A company called Song Trust. So obviously it's a for-profit company. They take a 15% commission to collect your royalties globally, which is a big deal. But I think it's pretty much worth the commission to just let them handle that type of stuff. If you're an artist and you don't really care about uploading spreadsheets and managing data, you could partner up with Song Trust and they'll collect your royalties on your behalf and basically be your publishing company in that sense. Yeah, I'm from Memphis, grew up here, born and raised. I love growing up here. Definitely wouldn't have had it any other way. It's Memphis till I die. In this lifetime and the next. It's Memphis, Memphis, Memphis.
Memphis. Tell me something about your city.
Let's see. Man, I can tell you a lot. My favorite part about the city right now is just sports. We are going crazy on sports. Basketball specifically is my favorite sport. Grizzlies are on a tear right now, so if you're from Memphis, you better be supporting the Grizzlies and the Tigers.
Above ground in the city.
Man, recently I've been going to a lot of shows, just trying to catch up with local artists and just like the big artists that happen to be stopping by. So like I went to go see Wale earlier this month. I actually went out of town to Atlanta to see Summer Walker, but like you get the deal. I'm just trying to see as many like performers. So right now I manage an artist whose name is A-Dub. You've probably seen her performing around the city, but one of the things I feel like I will offer is just a sense of support for an artist. A lot of managers think it's their job only to do the business side for their artists, and they don't support them as like a friend or an equal. And so what I've really been trying to do as a manager is make sure that the artists that I represent are confident in the music they create and putting out. And giving them that confidence will help set them up for the financial success that comes with the business part. So yeah, my name is Charles. I go by Charles from Memphis. Yeah, my name is Charles Seaton. I'm an artist manager. I'm really dedicated to helping just develop artists specifically from the city. If you are from the city of Memphis and you make R&B music, you know, hip hop music, if you're in that type of landscape, I would love to work with you. I'm here at Crosstown Arts. Pretty sure if you talk to the person at the front desk at the top of the red stairs, they will get you in contact with me. And if you happen to see me walking around, feel free to stop me and have a conversation. I would love to talk. So you can follow me on Twitter at CESTHETHIRD. follow me on Instagram at CESTHEIII.
Hey,
Push the
man.
waves, man.
Yeah. Let them folks see you. Let them see you. Yeah.
Art historian, Todd Richardson, was a professor at the University of Memphis, and Christopher Miner, who is a Yale-educated videographer, photographer, and musician. And they wanted to start an artist residency program in Memphis. Memphis really didn't have like a long, sustained artist residency before. And they were literally driving around town looking for a place to do it. And this building was empty. It sat empty for 20 years. And I think that their naivete sort of worked in their favor. You know, it was this huge thing, and everyone in the city seemed to rally around it in a way that Memphis does or doesn't do sometimes. But so many people had like memories from this place. You know, it wasn't just the arts community that rallied around it. So I think that they, like when people would say, like, you can't do that, then they would sort of back up and go, well, what if we did this? And eventually we had some big founding partners that came on board, like St. Jude and Church Health and Christian Brothers University, like a bunch of iconic folks that committed to having space in the building, and then we kind of knew it was gonna happen. And then Crosstown Arts moved in, the building opened up in 2017, and the theater was always a part of the original vision of this, but we quickly realized that the building itself had columns, like every 20 feet, so that's not very conducive to a theater. So we built this theater out here. So basically the theater is the home theater for the high school that's in the building. So like they are doing traditional plays, things like that. And then we have a film series, several film series that are going on. We have really wonderful films on Thursday evenings for just like $5. And I feel like I'm getting a film education. We saw Breathless, yeah, not that long ago. It was really good. And then a lot of music. One of the things that Crosstown Arts did in the early days was to look at like what was already available in town. So we knew that there were a lot of large venues and a lot of smaller venues, but that we were losing a lot of musical acts because there weren't medium-sized venues. It's really nice if you're driving down like North Parkway's window glows pink. Makes my heart happy. I love to show off the bathrooms because the floors are so cool. So y'all come on in. Is that not awesome? It's like some sort of little chips that are embedded in like epoxy. Seems like it would be super durable. Over this way. We have a button maker. We can do large scale printing. So this sort of thing is we can go up to 44 into that. The shared art making will charge on top of the monthly fees. And then this space right here is for silk screen. So it's a 4-color silk screen. It's actually set up to do t-shirts. And we have a dream room. So we've got like all
some of these.
I think it's locked. I need to get access to that. I used to have it. I wonder, Will's working back there on the CNC. I don't know if it's running right now, but we're going to find out. Like they could also help with, Crosstown Arts has something called a sync house, which is licensing different music for video games, commercials. Artist resident talk tomorrow with 5 different artists that are in our program right now.
Really?
So the artist residency is free to anyone that gets into the program. The most applications we've had so far are 500 for about 45 slots, so it's fairly competitive. The sessions run from 3 weeks. There's 2 sessions. So we just did a photo shoot for that, so that'll be coming out shortly. I think the advertising for that. And the drinks are good. We also have like non-alcoholic drinks too. Now we're quiet. You have any questions?
No, no, no.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the kitchen?
Yeah, we'll go with there. Writing grants. So yeah, Crosstown Arts is, we're doing that now. Actually, residency just got a grant last week.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Congrats.
Yeah, thanks. This is like the. Yeah, we just, these furnishings are old, but fairly new to us.
Could be like the.
It's a Madison car. At that point in time, Memphis was a farming community, so the people who were here didn't have